The O'Reilly Factor is on tonight.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, December 18th. Two people just woke up filthy rich.
The Mega Millions lottery, $636 million has been won. But what will happen to the folks who get the money? It's often very troubling. We'll have a special report. A Factor investigation will tell you about the hundreds of millions of dollars Planned Parenthood is getting from women who have abortions. Is there a war on babies in America? Also tonight, it's the Christians' turn to respond to some Christmas controversies. And Miller on why the Speaker of the House is so tan.
Well, they probably weren't there yesterday when I was out cutting my grass.
Caution. You are about to enter the no spin zone. The Factor begins right now. Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Do you want to be rich? That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. The Mega Millions lottery has been won, and there are two winners, one in Georgia, one in California. And if they take lump sum payments, they each get close to $171 million before taxes. The feds will then take 39.6% of that. If the winners take an annuity, they get $6.4 million for the next 30 years. If they die, their heirs get it. And the feds also get 39.6. So we have two new one-percenters in America tonight. Do you wish you were in that circumstance? Well, here's what happens when a person is wealthy. First, he or she becomes a target. Some folks want a piece of their money and will lie and cheat and steal to get it. So rich people have to hire lawyers, lots of lawyers, because they will be sued, extorted, and stolen from. That will happen. Every person you deal with will consider your money. Good folks will not let it influence how they treat you, so pray you know good folks. Take the case of 42-year-old Abraham Shakespeare, who won $30 million in the Florida lottery 4 years ago. By all accounts, Abraham was a generous guy, helping family and friends with his money. 1 year ago, this woman, Doris Moore, was convicted of murdering Mr. Shakespeare, part of a scheme to get his money. And then there's 45-year-old Pedro Quezada of Passaic, New Jersey. He won $338 million in the Powerball lottery, worth about $152 million after taxes. Presto, Pedro's ex-girlfriend suing him for half. There are legions of lawyers lined up to bludgeon wealthy Americans and corporations. They work for a piece of the action. They don't charge you up front. So ruthless people can hire them to try to extort money in civil court. If they lose, so what? Every affluent person in America is in danger. Every one. Thus, the two folks who have won the big money this week will see their lives instantly change, and perhaps for the worse. Their relationships will be different, and they will have to watch every move they make, every telephone call, every cell phone camera, everything they do. Their freedom will be severely curtailed. The upside is financial security if they can find a trustworthy investment firm, and they'll have freedom of movement to go where they please, when they please. Also, they'll not have to struggle, as many Americans do, to provide a decent living for themselves and their families. Right now, the median income in the USA is slightly more than $52,000. That means half of us earn more than that, half less. Only 1% of the population is truly financially independent. Yes, we are a rich nation, but the cost of living well is out of sight. So congratulations to the mega winners. And the best thing we can do for them is say a prayer. And that's a memo. Now, for the top story tonight, how the federal government handles money. As you may know, there's a new budget that mandates the feds will spend more than $2 trillion over the next 2 years. Because tax dollars will not cover that spending, the deficit each year will be more than $500 billion, which will be added to the $17.3 trillion national debt. If that sounds like madness, it is. There's no question the feds spend money on dumb things. A few examples. Almost $2 million will be spent on lifestyle coaching for folks who work for U.S. senators. Almost $1 million taxpayer dollars will be spent on studying romance and its depiction in the popular culture. $360,000 to study bed rest. $450,000 to study fine wine. We're going to send it to China. We're not only going to study the wine, we're sending it to the Chinese. Why? So they'll like our wine. Maybe they'll be drunk. We don't know. We're just sending it to them. And $1 million to build a bus stop in Arlington, Virginia. I want to go to that bus stop when it's completed. $1 million for a bus stop. All right? But this next one really got my attention. The federal government is allocating $17.5 million, 17.5, in the form of tax breaks for legalized brothels in Nevada. Workers can deduct breast implants, costumes, and special equipment. This special treatment has been given because the brothels apparently help the local economy in Nevada. Joining us now from Sparks, perhaps aptly named, Dennis Hoff, owner of the Moonlight Bunny Ranch.
Hi, Bill.
All right, Dennis. You're taking the $17.5 million. You don't get it all, but you and your co-brothel people get it. Do you understand why some taxpayers may feel this is a frivolous waste of taxpayer money?
Well, I think this is Tom Coburn being a grandstander and a media hoe to the Tea Party. What he's really trying to do is attack the tax code by eliminating exemptions, no different than if the Avon lady couldn't write off her makeup or her gasoline to get to your house.
But here, look, Coburn, by the way, is the senator from Oklahoma who put out a lot of the stuff that I just cited, and I'm glad you cited him. But if you were just a regular American lady and you had breast implants, you can't deduct them, okay? You can't.
That's right.
All right? It's your expense, your choice, you do it. But in your establishment, even if they work for maybe 3 weeks, they can deduct it. You can see, Dennis, because you're a smart guy, that this could be a giant con on the American taxpayer. But let's put that aside for a moment. Tell me what the benefit is of your business and others like it in Nevada. What is the benefit there?
Job creator. But Bill, I have 150 employees and 600 working girl prostitutes in my 7 brothels in Nevada. We put a lot of money back into the economy, and that's what it's about. This isn't the conservative way to eliminate deductions.
Okay, so you're putting money back into the economy. I think that's true. And you live in a rural part of the state where there's not a lot of other stuff going on except aliens landing and nuclear waste being buried. So that's not a big, expansive industry there. But you still should do it on your own, Dennis. You're an entrepreneur. You're smart enough to have tapped into something that provides you a nice living. You don't need my money. And you don't need everybody else's money, particularly those people who object to what you do. You don't need it. So if I were you, Dennis, I would tell the IRS, we don't want these deductions. We're not even going to put them down. Wouldn't that be good?
No, that wouldn't be good at all. We need deductions.
And you don't need them. No, you're making plenty of money. You don't need them.
Well, so are you, and you're writing off your ties.
I'm not putting deductions for breast implants on my tax return.
But you're a small business. You're putting the sticky buns that you and Miller eat in the airport.
No, I'm not.
I'm
not putting any sticky buns on anything. You wouldn't believe. I don't take hardly any of that.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. But working girls and the legal prostitution industry, they need deductions.
They don't need it. They're making plenty of money.
No, what do you mean making plenty of money? We're making a living.
You're making plenty of money, Dennis, and you know it. The guys that walk in there pay you a good buck, and they're out of there in an hour, okay? I mean, come on. It's a cash cow.
Where's Coburn going to go for this? Is he going to go after liquor because he doesn't like liquor? Is he going to go after porn and be able to not write these things off? He's a grandstander, and he needs to wake up.
All right, Dennis Hoff, everybody. Next on the rundown, is there a war on babies in America? We have some incredible information for you. Then Miller on Joe Biden socializing and John Boehner getting tan. The Factor is coming right back.